ค่ะ
โอเค MC ครับ please
So, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Seminar in Marketing. My name is Natha Osornprasop, and I will be the Master of Ceremony for this event. And before we start, I would like to talk about the agenda for today first. So, firstly, this seminar will take 2 hours by divided into 2 sessions, and for 1 hour of each, and then we will take a break at 3 o'clock for 10 minutes and come back to the second sessions, and then we will move to the Q&A part. And this seminar will finish around 4 o'clock. And today the topic is marketing in the new normal from Maria Arif. But before we begin, I would like to give you guys a brief introduction about our special guest speaker, Miss Maria Arif. Miss Maria Arif previously worked as a brand manager at Unilever from Singapore, and now she is worked as a product marketing manager at Luxfer Gas Cylinders Company Limited at United Kingdom. So next, please join me to welcoming Miss Maria to speak us about marketing in new normal. So please welcome to Miss Maria Arif ค่ะ
Thank you so much, Kunnan. Today we're just going to talk about marketing in the new normal. Just a brief introduction of how I want to run the session today. So basically, it's going to be around 7 to 8 slides. I'm just going to talk roughly about what marketing is, and then we'll look at the video, we'll be looking at the advertisement, and then we'll talk about what do you think about each advertisement, if everyone's okay with that. So please make it very interactive. If you have any question on any slide, please feel free to ask me. I'm just going to share you my slide. Let me know when you can see it.
ยังครับยังมองยังไม่เห็นสไลด์ครับ
Okay, just give me 1 second. Can you see it now?
Yes ค่ะ
โอเคครับ
Okay, perfect. So a quick agenda that I want to take you through. We'll talk about what marketing is, and then we'll talk a little bit about value proposition canvas. In there, we'll talk about what is the pain point and what do I mean by storytelling. And then we'll just touch in on about marketing in the new normal. And then there's so many different types of marketing. But today I'm just going to pick out some elements of the marketing, which is proactive and reactive marketing, because I think it's quite real time. And then we'll touch base on collaborative and personalized marketing. So does everyone know what marketing is? What is marketing in your feeling? Anyone? Nope. Okay.
Matt, answer please. Matt.
ค่ะ
Do you know what is marketing in your head?
I think marketing is like the activity that company use to promote their brand or their products to target audience, something like that.
No, excellent. That is a really good answer, because if you ask other people what marketing is, they will say to you, oh, marketing is advertisement. Oh, marketing is social media. Oh, marketing is, print art. But actually, the real meaning of marketing is the tool that help the business or the brand communicate and help the brand innovate the idea for the product. So marketing is not just making an AdWords, but marketing is also something that you have to really analyze the trends, the customer, the competitor, to understand how do we stand out with our brand in the market. So that is a very good answer. So like what I said to you, that marketing is to help the business create the brand identity. So just want to touch point a little bit here, if you can see my arrow here. What is the brand equity? The brand is involved with brand awareness, brand association, and then perceived quality, the experience of the brand preference, and then also the brand loyalty. So marketing will help each of these circle. It depends, where we are in our stage of the product life cycle. Different marketing elements we'll be using. For example, brand awareness, you might be using advertisement. In the beginning, it might be 30-second advertisement. And then once you already come into brand experience, that might be reduced to 15 minutes advertisement instead. Brand awareness, again, in this generation, you might be using a lot of social media. So it really depends which life cycle of your product is and what is the best marketing tools to use for that. So when I talk about marketing tools, do you know what marketing tool means? Anyone?
Four P's.
A 4P. So 4P is marketing mix. So marketing tools or marketing activities is what you call the platform that you launch that marketing with. So for example, Facebook, advertisement, digital, TikTok, any of the social media platform. That is the tool for us to get our communication out. Right now, why do you think TikTok has becoming so popular in this new normal or in this new generation? And I think TikTok has become more viral because of COVID. Why do you think that?
People are more favorably to watch simple content rather than like complex, and it's fast, it's entertaining, and it's simple.
Perfect. That's exactly on point. People now is so bored looking at such a long content. They just want something very quick, very fast, so they can just swipe through if you don't like it. Compared to YouTube, when you have 20 minutes, 30 minutes, if you're really interested in that type of content, you spend your time. But if you want something really quickly to swipe through your phone, TikTok has becoming very, very popular in this era. And also, it's not just fast, but the cost of making the TikTok video is very, very easy and it's cheap. You don't need to do any editing, for a 3 minutes video. Everything is quicker, everything is cheaper. And that's why now brands tend to move towards TikTok or Instagram Reel, for example. So once TikTok was launched, Instagram also launched similar. I don't know if you heard about Instagram Reel, but that is also becoming popular for the brand to be in that part. But if you overuse it, what will happen? For example, if I was following this brand and they have so many small little dots on the stories, will you look or will you pass?
Pass.
Yes. Why?
Boring.
Yes, exactly. So you see, so a lot of brands, they don't understand. They want to show everything about themselves, especially all the key influencers. They want to show the whole lifestyle. So now when you swipe into the story and they have 50 to 60 dots, small dots on the top, you will just be like, oh my God, I don't want to look at this, swipe. But if they're around 2 or 3, you're interested, you want to see, you want to know what's happening in that person or in that brand. So the sweet spot of of doing marketing is also very important. You need to understand when it's too much and when it's too little. The next one I'm going to talk about is marketing mix. So 4P. Anyone know what 4E is?
Oh yes, price, praise, promotions.
Yeah, 4E. So when you learn about marketing mix, you always learn about product, price, place, promotion, right? But now in this generation, in this new normal, in this new 10 years, we don't really talk about product, price, place anymore. We talk about experience. We talk about exchange. We talk about being everywhere, and we talk about evangelism. And the reason we talk about this is because we don't want just to sell a product. We want to sell the experience of the product. For example, when I used to work for Unilever, I worked for Lux brand. And if I sell it to you, this is a soap, it's 15 baht. Do you want to buy it? It has a bit of smell. Do you want to buy it? Will you buy it?
No.
Or if I say this soap has a beautiful smell on your skin, it's a fragrance that wrap around your skin. You will feel amazing when you come out from your shower, and it's only 15 baht. Will you buy it?
Yes.
Yes. So it's everything is all about now talking about experience. People know this product, what the product do. I know what soap do for me. Soap make me clean. But why is my soap different from other people's soap? So that is something that we have to talk about, which is experience. We need to really understand consumer, and then I'll talk a bit later on in the slide why. And we talk about price. But now it's a consumer world here because there's so many competitors. There's so many people doing everything. You know, it's not just a big brand that's selling soap. Small brands, small independent people now, everyone sells whitening, soap, so many other stuff that they sell. How can there be difference in the market? So the word exchange is very important. You need to understand how much customer is willing to pay for your product. So for us to understand how much customer is willing to exchange that experience into a monetary value, then you have to be everywhere. So all the offline business, everyone has gone online because of the COVID. But do you know that all the online product or online brand also coming offline now? For example, London, we have now Amazon Fresh. Amazon is a online, it's a e-commerce brand. It's one of the fast growing brand in COVID. Why did they have a shop? Everyone say, let's go online. But why did Amazon open up a shop in London? Because of this word everywhere. You need to be everywhere. And the last one is all about communication and all about word of mouth. Because right now, whatever promotion you do, for example, advertisement or sales, buy two, get one free, it's not attractive anymore if your communication is not right, if people don't talk about your brand or people don't talk about your product. So now all the brand wants everyone to have that experience and go talk about it. And I'll give you an example later on in the slide. Anyone has any question before I move on? No? Okay. So when I talk about consumer, what do we need to understand? So this is kind of a value proposition that every company, they work based on this. So anytime you want to build a brand, you want to rebuild a brand, you want to do a new product in the market, you will have to be based to look at this canvas. So you need to understand your product, your value proposition, and you need to understand your customer. If you don't understand your customer, you will never be able to succeed in your brand. So how to understand the customer then? You need to know their pain point. You need to know who they are, where they are, why did they like your product, why do they not like your product, why did they switch the brand, why did they go somewhere else and not come back to you. You need to really do all this analysis to understand your customer. In terms of the value proposition, I'm not sure if you heard about STP, which is segmentation, targeting, and positioning. You need to understand in terms of the demographic. How old are they? Where in the world they are? Where in Thailand, for example, they are? Urban, rural. What do they think? What make them buy? How much do they earn? Every single details you need to understand about your customer. And you might ask me, how do I get all this information? There's a lot of ways that you can get the information. You can do a focus group. So if you see all the big brands, they do a lot of focus group. The reason that they do focus group is because focus group is something that you can get that qualitative information. You can talk to the customer, you can talk to them, you can ask more questions as well based on their answer. Why not, what if. Second one, if you want to get a lot of data, you can do a quantitative kind of survey. And then now the best thing for now to understand your customer is to do a social listening. Customers everywhere online. You just have to go to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If they don't like your product, they'll talk about it. Customer is not scared now to just talk, oh, hey, I don't like you. They're very, very open. So you can just go via hashtag or via anything that you can see on Twitter, what's the trend, and see what do they like, what they don't like, how they are, how they feel, how they act, how they believe. Everything now is on social. And the other one is the understanding of the trends. And these trends you can get from, I'm not sure when you were learning, where you have any access to Mintel, Euromonitor, Kantar, Nielsen. This is a very good subscription that all the company use because they do trends analysis and send it to us. This is just a quick example of, what is your customer base? Who is in each generation? What is the behavior of that generation? What's the difference in terms of behavior of that generation? For example, you can see here Gen X might love texting, love photo, but when you come to Gen Z, they love video. So if my product is for Gen Z, will you have photo or will you have video? So that's something that you need to think about when you launch a brand. Once you analyze everything, you then have to create a consumer persona. Before, when you say, oh, who is the target market? Target market is 30 to 35, girl, live in Bangkok. But it's beyond that. Your target market has to be very, very in detailed, that you understand what's their dream, what's their motivation, what's their fear, what do they do, how many times do they look into the internet, what is their journey, how do they buy stuff, do they go online first to research, do they buy stuff from influencer, which influencer do they follow, what is a day in their life, they work what time they come home, do they have kids, do they watch TV, what is the key driver for them? And what's the key barrier for them? So this consumer persona, I've done it for one brand that they want to launch a recycling bin. So this is something that I've analyzed for them from all the research that I had and come up with this. Any question? Any question before I move on? Okay.
Can you explain again about the customer persona?
Yes. So consumer persona is basically who you want to be your target market. For example, I'm launching a soap brand. So my target market for my pink soap will be a girl. But what type of girl? Fashionable or simple girl? Does she wear Louis Vuitton or does she wear Prada? We need to really understand the big picture of the consumer that we want to target. We have to really deep dive into, she study which university, how many people in the family, does she have her own shower or does she share shower with someone else? Because if she shares shower with other people or with her brother, will my pink soap be the choice? Because her brother might not use that pink soap. So we need to really understand, really go dig deep into what is her persona, what is her a day in life, what is her journey, who does she follow on Instagram. But this is something that you create, it's a picture that you create and you try to target. So when you understand the persona, you will know how you will want to communicate in the advertising. You will know which social media platform do you want to be in, because for example, your person who buys soap might not be on Facebook but very active on TikTok. So you want to make sure that the campaign that you do focus on the TikTok more than Facebook or Twitter, for example. Yeah. And another thing that I want to tell you is story. Story is very, very important. Remember in the beginning, I was talking about experience and not product. Because your brand story is the critical thing for you to talk about. It's not just, I have soap, my soap is 15 baht. No. You have to create a story behind your brand. So if you see everybody right now as a brand, they support kind of a cause. I'll show you later on in the slide what I mean by that. But everyone needs to have a purpose for their own brand. Why? Why do they do this? And why not? So why story is important? Because story grab your attention. People are interested in watching a story rather than just a plain advertisement, soap on your body, oh, 15 baht soap. But if you have a story to tie in that campaign, people tend to be more interested to watch rather than skipping the channel. And story sells better. And what happened is your story makes you different from your competitor, because all brand doesn't have the same purpose. All brand doesn't have the same story. So your story will definitely set you apart from your competitor. Okay? So have anyone watched Simon Sinek's Golden Circle at all before?
Never. This is the first time.
Okay, perfect. The next slide will be a video about Simon Sinek's. What I want you to take out from today's lecture is, I want you to just take out one thing, if everyone can, is people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. People don't buy your soap, but they buy the story behind your soap. Because if they just buy what you do, they can buy any other soap as well. So if you are a brand that sells something, you need to make sure you have story behind your brand. You need to make sure when you communicate to people, you communicate with why, the purpose first, and then how, and then what. Let me show you this video.
There is no voice there.
Sorry?
I
We
cannot get
cannot
sound.
hear.
Oh, okay. How do I do that? Sorry, let me just try again. Okay, sorry, let me try again. Can you hear now?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
How to
Thank
explain
you.
when things don't go as we assume? Or better, how do you explain when others are able to achieve things that seem to defy all of the assumptions? For example, why is Apple so innovative? Year after year after year after year, they're more innovative than all their competition, and yet they're just a computer company. They're just like everyone else. They have the same access to the same talent, the same agencies, the same consultants, the same media. Then why is it that they seem to have something different? Why is it that Martin Luther King led the civil rights movement? He wasn't the only man who suffered in a pre-civil rights America, and he certainly wasn't the only great orator of the day. Why him? And why is it that the Wright brothers were able to figure out controlled powered manned flight when there were certainly other teams who were better qualified, better funded, and they didn't achieve powered manned flight, and the Wright brothers beat them to it? There's something else at play here. Why, how, what? This little idea explains why some organizations and some leaders are able to inspire where others aren't. Let me define the terms really quickly. Every single person, every single organization on the planet knows what they do 100%. Some know how they do it, whether you call it your differentiating value proposition or your proprietary process or your USP. But very, very few people or organizations know why they do what they do. And by why, I don't mean to make a profit. That's a result. It's always a result. By why, I mean what's your purpose? What's your cause? What's your belief? Why does your organization exist? Why do you get out of bed in the morning? And why should anyone care? Well, as a result, the way we think, the way we act, the way we communicate is from the outside in. It's obvious. We go from the clearest thing to the fuzziest thing. But the inspired leaders and the inspired organizations, regardless of their size, regardless of their industry, all think, act, and communicate from the inside out. Let me give you an example. I use Apple because they're easy to understand and everybody gets it. If Apple were like everyone else, a marketing message from them might sound like this. We make great computers. They're beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. Want to buy one? Meh. And that's how most of us communicate. That's how most marketing is done, that's how most sales is done, and that's how most of us communicate interpersonally. We say what we do, we say how we're different or how we're better, and we expect some sort of behavior, a purchase, a vote, something like that. Here's our new law firm. We have the best lawyers with the biggest clients. We have, we always perform for our clients, do business with us. Here's our new car. It gets great gas mileage. It has, leather seats. Buy our car. But it's uninspiring. Here's how Apple actually communicates. Everything we do, we believe in challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking differently. The way we challenge the status quo is by making our products beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. We just happen to make great computers. Want to buy one? Totally different, right? You're ready to buy a computer from me. All I did was reverse the order of the information. What it proves to us is that people don't buy what you do, people buy why you do it. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. This explains why every single person in this room is perfectly comfortable buying a computer from Apple. But we're also perfectly comfortable buying an MP3 player from Apple, or a phone from Apple, or a DVR from Apple. But as I said before, Apple's just a computer company. There's nothing that distinguishes them structurally from any of their competitors. Their competitors are all equally qualified to make all of these products. In fact, they tried. A few years ago, Gateway came out with flat-screen TVs. They're eminently qualified to make flat-screen TVs. They've been making flat-screen monitors for years. Nobody bought one. But if...
Okay. So, just one tip for all the students who's going to be working in the working world. One tip when they ask you, why do you want to work for us? You don't say because I am in marketing, because I like to do marketing, because I will be good for you. No. When you go and apply for a job, when you get an interview, the important tips for you is to read about the company that you're working for, to understand their mission, their vision, their purpose. And when you go for the interview, you talk about the reason I want to work for you is because I believe in the same thing that you believe. I believe in your mission and vision. And make sure you know what their vision is because they'll ask you. But that will make you stand out from other candidates that say, oh, because I finished marketing and I want to do marketing. Okay? Next.
If you don't know why you do what you do.
Okay. Now I just want to show you. So this is the Lux brand that I've worked for. If you remember, Lux in the past is all about soap. It's all about, wrapping with celebrities on the wrapper. When we came in and changed the brand proposition, we want it to be a fine fragrance. We want it to be a beautiful perfume, on the bar, that when you lather it on your skin, you can smell a beautiful scent of perfume. You don't need to buy expensive Chanel perfume because you can get it with Lux perfume for only 20 baht. So this is something that, and Lux purpose or the cause for Lux is to empower women, to make women feel they don't have to be sorry to be a woman. So this is a advertisement that Lux have launched, and it was as a finalist for Cannes Award as well. I just want you to look at this advertisement, and you will know why do I say story is very important. Maybe some of you never used Lux before, but maybe you support the same cause that that brand do, and it might make you buy their product because you want to support that cause.
I have to say, it's hard to believe Cost is a woman.
Identifying as a woman doesn't make you one.
There's nothing feminine about her.
That's not a woman. She is a he.
Athletes are the superheroes of our time.
Stare in the mirror, that's what I see.
They're different from mere mortals.
There's a pride looking back.
They're born with special gifts. Extraordinary biology. Yet, none of them were ever banned from competing. So why ban Caster Semenya? Caster Semenya was born with hyperandrogenism. Like the others, she was simply born this way. World Athletics doesn't consider her a woman, and she can't compete. Unless she constantly takes hormone drugs to suppress her testosterone output. Lux believes that women should not be judged for how they look. That no woman should ever be stripped of being a woman.
Did you see any soap on this advertisement at all?
No.
Yes. They are supporting a cause, and this video has gone viral because people also supporting Caster Semenya. If you don't know who Caster Semenya is, she is an athlete who has intersex. So she's born a woman, but she has so high testosterone that she has that kind of man quality, very tall, has muscle. So what happened is she was banned in the running competition. And Lux is saying, why do you ban a woman? Just because she's born different. Was this video or was this advert impactful to you? And if you were to support a woman, you would have bought the soap from them just because we want to support the same cause. And this is just an example of how the brand get you to believe in what they believe as well. And if you see here, the secret to my beauty is Lux perfume. We don't even talk anything about soap. We talk about the proposition of that brand. We are the fine fragrance soap. This is very similar. Dove. Dove is also all about nature. Be yourself. Show us you are beautiful. So this is also another soap Dove advert that is also was in the Cannes finalist. what they're trying to tell you is you are beautiful as you are. You don't need to put so much makeup just to take a selfie to be on social media. And this has also gone viral because all the mother who have 12, 13 years old daughter, they feel the same way. They feel that pain because they feel that my daughter, she doesn't like the way she looks. She have to put so much makeup. But Dove has already said that, you are beautiful the way you are. Be confident in yourself. And this is the brand that kind of support the right cause, the right purpose. And people will believe in what brand believe, and they will intuitively just buy your brand because they like what you believe. Has anyone eaten fermented sauce? Is it called fermented fish sauce? Prala?
Yes.
Okay. For people who have not tried it, maybe this video might change your perception of what it is. Have anyone seen this video before?
Oh yes, I have
Not
seen.
yet.
Okay, let me show you. Just conscious of time, I'm not gonna play the whole video. But what is your perception now about fermented fish sauce? Before, your perception was all about, it just put in some time, it's just very cheap, it's smelly, it's dirty, maybe for some people who doesn't like it. But after watching this video, she has elevated the product experience. She's saying that fermented fish sauce is not just, a low class product. It is actually, you can make it as a fine dining, the way she cooked, the way she used the product. It really entices you to try. And it also it has a perception that her brand is actually more premium than any other brand because she wanted to be standing out from her competitor. So again, like what I said, people don't buy what you sell, people buy the story of how you sell your product. So this story is all about, luxury, premium, fine dining, the way they cook, the way they put, the way they represent on the plate. Again, when I was talking about the customer pain point and exchange, I think this is a good example of understanding the pain point and exchange really well. So before, if you eat pad kaprao, it's more of like this type. But this brand say, why do you need to eat this kind of pad kaprao when it comes in the box when you can eat something like this? And here, my food is including rice, beef, different type of chili, my secret sauce, 2 basil leaf, and this is how you will get. But you can pay whatever you like, because when you pay, you will give chances for other people to eat this food. Will you buy it?
Yes.
Because you feel that you can pay whatever you like, first of all, but second of all, your money is going to help other people to buy, to be able to eat this food as well. You can help poor people, you can help people who have no food to eat. So that's the cost. This pad kaprao might cost 20 baht, for example. But because of the whole value that they have presented to you, you might want to pay 50 or 60 baht to this person. Because you believe in the same cause of helping other people, but you're also getting a quality product as well. If you can pay anything, but if you get this quality, will you buy it again?
No.
No. Yes, because because no matter how story you tell, you need to make sure your product live up to that story. Now, if I go back to Pimri Pai for a little bit, what has happened to her? Has anyone seen the news? The way that she sells, I don't think she have any 4P at all in her brand. So she herself is the brand person. She sells herself. People buy product because of Pimri Pai. But now I told you it's convenience, it's experience, it's quality, it's everything. She sell the product. She used bad words. She used bad language. You want to buy, you buy. You don't want to buy, it's up to you. People who want to buy, they did buy. But what is happening now? She couldn't deliver. There's some issue of the logistic. She couldn't deliver everyone on time. There's a lot of complaint. She has to stop because people are not getting that kind of service or quality. So that is very important for you to think about as well. When you sell something, you need to make sure that you give the same quality that you have painted that picture. Otherwise, you will not get a loyal customer, you will not get a repurchase customer. This is very different advertisement as well that I want to share with you in terms of understanding customer pain point. I don't know if you have seen this fridge before, but this is the fridge that has a camera inside, and you can see without opening the fridge from Samsung, you can see that what is your food that is inside the fridge, and it links to your phone. So when you go to the supermarket, some people think, oh, what do I have to buy today? But you just go on your phone and you can see everything inside your fridge. So this Samsung has come out from that customer pain point. What is the pain point? Oh, forgetful. I don't know what is in my fridge. That's why they have launched this new product. Very similar with this. This is a chopstick that you just wear it on your finger, because the pain point is I want to eat and I want to work, but my hand get dirty and I can't type. So they came up with this kind of chopstick that you can work and eat and your hand will never get dirty. So that's why customer pain point, customer understanding is very important for us to launch some product. This is very similar as well. On the left is the advertisement for in insurance. They say live whatever life you want, because they know this generation, they love eating, they love going out, they love playing. They live any life you want, but we are there to support you in everywhere in your life. This one is a stationary product, but then they understand that women, when they go to work, they're shy to put the sanitary pad in the drawer, because men will look at you if in your drawer have a sanitary pad. So they have designed this box that underneath there's a secret drawer that you can put your pads in there, so you don't have to be shy anymore. So this is also getting that customer pain point of being shy, being fear, and redo the product based on that. This won the Grand Prix Cannes this year. So 2 days ago, this brand has won. Burger King. Will you buy this if you see this?
No.
No. Why?
It looks disgusting, to be honest, and it looks rotten.
Okay. So people will not buy it. But what is the point of Burger King doing this advertisement? And why did it won the Grand Prix? Day 32, day 28, day 35, my burger will get molded. That means my burger made from fresh food, because I don't put any preservative, there's no artificial, that's why it gets molded. So they want to associate, or they want to communicate that they're the best and the freshest. And that's why this is very a good advertisement, because there's a lot of depth into thinking into what they want to convey to the customer. Now, when you know that, will you buy it?
Yes. Yes.
Because it's very fresh, isn't it? You get the burger, the fresh of the freshest. This is also one Grand Prix, I think, 2018. I can't remember. But people always get lost. People don't know McDonald's, where McDonald's is. So McDonald's say, "Hey, I'm on your left. Hey, you just missed us. Hey, I'm on your right. Again, this brand. Anyone know what this brand is? So this is McDonald's. So where's the logo? There's no logo. There's nothing. How do you know it's McDonald's? Because McDonald's is the only brand that is the most famous for their breakfast, which is muffin, egg muffin. So McDonald's just put there muffin, egg, sausages, cheese, muffin. People know right away this is McDonald's because people recognize your brand. People recognize your top selling product. And this is what you want to be. You want to be in the market, in the position that people know you without even seeing your brand on there. And it's very simple. Nothing at all. It's just a brown background with just the word on there. But people know it right away it's McDonald's. This also won Cancer Award, I think, this year. I'm just going to skip this video just because we have limited time. This one as well, but this is a very...
H&M has democratized fashion to the world. But with great fashion clout comes great responsibility. Right now, 87% of clothing ends up as landfill. In its mission to change this, H&M introduced Loop, the world's first in-store garment-to-garment recycling system. Developed by the Hong Kong Research Institute of Textiles and Apparel and the H&M Foundation, Loop remakes your old garments over 8 steps. Fabric is shredded back into fibres, spun into yarn before it's knitted into something new, without water or chemicals. This story of transformation begins at H&M's flagship store in Stockholm. A striking yarn installation leads customers up into the remake space. An app connects customers with Loop to configure their remake order, selecting size and garment design.
So this is again another story of H&M. They want to be, out there for the recycling. So they say, bring your clothes and we will recycle it and we will make your new clothes for you. Choose what clothes do you want as new, what color, what design, and they will show you how your clothes become shredded and become, yarned and become a new clothes again. So again, this is the story. They are selling their stories to you. If we have time, we'll come back to this video, but this is also a video from K-Bank that really understand the whole COVID situation, and they understand you very well, and that's why they have launched this video. This is also another video that I had. If we have time, we'll come back again. I know we have 10 minutes break soon, but this is at IKEA Dubai. So IKEA. IKEA is very far. IKEA never put anyone or any of the store in the middle of the town. It's either so far out of the town or it's in different city. So for Dubai, what they say is, hey, come to IKEA. I know it's far, but come to us. Show us how long have you traveled. For example, you travel 50 kilometers to IKEA. We will reduce 50 baht on your items. So this is how they told the story to the consumer. Understand that consumer doesn't want to come because it's too far, but switch that from con into pro. Please come. I'll reduce your money. So this is AED. AED is Dubai currency. This person has traveled 14 minutes, so he got 25,000 AED as a discount. This is also another example that I had, but this is, very clever in terms of marketing because it's I don't know if anyone had heard about this song that my friend has did it on the ad, but it was a challenge that everyone then used this challenge on TikTok as well. So this is a good example of how it integrated from the advertisement into the TikTok, into the challenge, became viral. And then you can also buy the product from scanning your QR code on TV. So convenience, that 4C, convenience, experience, that's very important, and that showed really well on this advertisement. And they also use the power of music marketing as well. When I talk about music marketing, I just want everyone now to close their eyes. And I want to play this, and I want you to tell me if you know what brand it is. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
So close your eyes and tell me, what is this brand?
I'm loving it.
Anyone know?
McDonald's.
Yes. Correct. One more. Which one is it?
Wall.
Yes. This one? Which one is this?
Like the soy.
And why do you know? Why do you know? Why do you know this one? Why do you know? Because they have been using this music from when you were little. They have not changed. It has stuck in your mind. You know right away. When you hear this coming into your alleyway, you know, oh, Wall ice cream is there. And in Unilever, I worked for Lux, and I also worked for Walls as well. I work for Paddle Pop ice cream, so I'm not sure if anyone have eaten banana ice cream or octopus ice cream or dragon pop ice cream with that popping candy in your mouth. Dinosaur ice cream with the dinosaur jelly in the ice creams. All the ice cream I have innovated and launched it in Asia. So what I was trying to say is, you know, the music marketing is very impactful, and you have the right tonality, right voice, you will recognize them. Okay. I think it's we are 15 minutes down, isn't it? Is it break time? Shall I stop here and then resume again?
ครับผมแนทครับแนท
So for here it is now it's time for break for you guys, so please come back in 10 minutes for the second session ค่ะ
แนทช่วยเปิดไปที่โปสเตอร์ด้วยครับภาพ
ได้ค่ะ just wait นิดนะคะ Before we continue, I would like to promote you guys about the special seminar from Lazada. In this seminar, will be provided for 4 days, which
ครับปิดครับอันนี้ของคุณหน้าปิดสไลด์
ขอโทษค่ะ So so about this special seminar from Lazada, by this seminar will be provided for 4 days, which gonna start on 17th of July, and this seminar will limit the seat for just 50 people and focus on the people who have product and interested to sell it through the Lazada. So if anyone would like to join in this seminar, you can see more information in the MSME Business School page on Facebook ค่ะ So come back to our seminar. So welcome again for our new participant to join with us, and I would like to briefly summarize the first sessions to you before we are moving to our next section. So for the first sessions, we had known about the marketing strategy, which is not has just only the 4P that we have learned before anymore, but now they also have another factor like experience or like the customer or even like the cost that a company has to concern more its product and the business that like the market to be related in this generation or this new normal, including like the marketing in the new normal, that the business has to focus on the customer and understand them more for satisfy what they need and in order to increase the brand awareness. And now it's time to the second session ค่ะ
Okay, I'll just share my screen again. Can you see it? Okay. So the first session, as what Nan just mentioned, is all about what is marketing, 4P, 4C, and 4E as well. So now just let's understand a little bit more in terms of what is new normal. New normal is not just because of COVID, but because of the time. Time are changing so quickly. Because of COVID is one of the factors that made people work from home a lot. You know, there's no road on the street. There's no traffic because everyone is working from home. The pub, the bar is closed because of the pandemic. So what will happen now for the future? In future, I don't see anyone, or at least in the UK or in the US, people are not going to come back to work 5 days a week. It is going to be a hybrid working. 3 days working from home, 2 days working from home. That means. So, what do people do when they stay at home? They do all the DIY themselves. They do baking. Some people might have an extra job because they lost their job. They might do food delivery. Some people might cut their hair at home themselves because of all the salon, the barber is all closed. So how can us market? How can us change the way of the marketing to make sure that people's lifestyle has changed? How to be there in their lifestyle? So you can see Amazon. I'm not sure in Thailand if you have Amazon. But Amazon not just have just normal Amazon that it'll come to in 2 to 3 days. We have Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime means if you order today by midnight, so even if you order 11 o'clock at night, you will get your product tomorrow. So this is something that really help with what consumer need. You can't go out, but you need it now. Where can I get it? Everyone goes to Amazon Prime. And that really boosts their sales so quickly just because of the service that they have given to us. Now, in the US, it's not just next day, but in the US, it's free, same day delivery. So if you order in the morning, 8 o'clock, you will get your product by 12 o'clock or by 1 o'clock. Now, people are so used to now, we can't live without Amazon because we feel like, oh my God, I forgot to buy this and I need it tomorrow. Go to Amazon. I'll get it right away tomorrow. People like that, that need of the quick and the fast. So some people, I don't really need to go out to buy anything because I know Amazon will drop for free tomorrow. Of course, they come with a membership. You have to pay a yearly membership to be on the Prime, but that's worth it because sometimes you need something so quickly. It is really worth it. For Thailand, you have shopping, you have Lazada, you have Facebook Shop, you have Instagram. All this, new generation or new normal of selling is now going all online. People are selling via Facebook Live, Instagram Live, a lot of things that you can find online. You might not even find in the market. For example, you might have to drive so far to Radbury, for example, to buy some potteries. But you can buy everything at your doorstep in your house online. So this is something that you need to think about when you talk about the new normal. Very similar, before when we were young, we have channel 3, channel 5, channel 7. Now everything is changing. Now everything, Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, Apple TV, all this food delivery that coming to your doorstep. So you don't need to go to get the product. Product is now coming to you. So that is something that you need to understand. How do you want to grow your business? If you have not moved your product to the consumer, you might grow slower than all the other brand or all other products that come quickly to the consumer. Also, another changes is people doesn't want to look at celebrities anymore. Celebrities in the advertisement is okay, but who do people trust? They trust all the influencers on the social media. If influencer reviews something, you tend to buy from them more than if you see an advert on TV or on Facebook, on YouTube. Why? Because you have that kind of connection. You follow this influencer because these influencers have the same feeling, have the same connection with you, and whatever they say, you will buy it because they are the right mind people that can persuade you to buy something. And influencer, there's different tier as well, the top star and end user. It depends, who do you want to follow and how much impact do they have to you. And like I say again, it's not, outdoor poster, it's not magazine anymore. Now everyone needs to think about, how can I be on Twitter? How can I be on Clubhouse? How can I be on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook? How can I grow my brand using the influencer? Now anyone can be influencer. You have camera, you have laptop, you can record yourself, you can be an influencer, but how can you be differentiate from other people? You need to understand your differentiation to make yourself stand out. Again, right now, I'm not even there in Thailand to do this seminar to you. It's all on Teams. Teams become very important. Zoom is becoming very important. So as a brand, you need to understand, how do I sell it to consumer? Because I don't need to come to Thailand. That means I don't come out of my house. I don't go to 7-Eleven, for example. I don't stop anywhere to buy anything. I'm just sitting at home and I can get the same experience doing this presentation to you. So as a brand, if I don't go out anymore, how will you come to me and sell me? Because before it's all about, instant buying. Oh, I go to buy water, but oh, this is cute, I'll buy this as well. But that is not there anymore. So how will you come to me and sell something to me that you will still make more money from me? Virtual has becoming very important as well. So now I used to work, currently I work for Luxfer gas cylinders. So we do all the cylinders for bus, for trucks, for Volvo, for Toyota. But we can't go on the exhibition. What do we need to do? That's a virtual exhibition now. We need to be attending on all the virtual exhibition to be there, so for customer to still see us. Otherwise, they will not know who we are. Even then in the UK, there was a virtual zoo. So you have to pay. You still have to pay. It's not for free. You pay it, and then you go in, and there'll be a guy who takes you through the zoo. Of course, you can't touch the animal. You can only see. But that is also something that people miss. And even seeing the animal in the zoo make them feel happy. So people do buy to go and do virtual visit on the zoo website. Again, this is a virtual concert. So you can see all these people locked on from their laptop watching the concert. Virtual showroom. You can now go to the showroom and just click on whatever you want and buy that right away. And this is a pop-up bar that Corona has done. In the UK, in Cornwall, celebrating the social distancing and when you can come out, because we were locked down for one whole year. We could not go out for 1 year. So then last year, they say that, oh, you can come out, but you have to be 6 meters apart. So this is how they did a pop-up bar for everyone to come and celebrate. So you need to really adapt so quickly to be on that kind of trend. I just want to show you quickly, this video is an advert of Malteser.
Hi.
Deb, where are you? I'm in the cupboard under the stairs. Why? The kids. Oh.
Ah, are you playing hide and seek?
No, I'm just hiding. It's nice in here.
Hello.
So see, they really adapted quickly because they feel like this is, understanding the consumer. The consumer is doing Zoom to each other, but while you do Zoom, you can still eat Malteser, but it's so subtly the way that advertise the product on there. But in the end, that word that they say, we'll go through this together. That is very impactful. That shows that they really understand what situation everyone is in at the moment. Very similar with all these brands. Like I said in the beginning, we cannot come out, so you have to come to us. The brand will have to make sure that they get their product to us. What is the best way, especially for the food brand? Of course, food delivery, but then there's a cost. Some people, they don't want to pay that high cost. So what do? They have a lot of food truck around the world that hey, we'll come to you. Starbucks was closed for a year in the UK, but they still want the consumer to have that experience. And when you go to Starbucks, you know that sauce that put on top of the whipped cream, you can't get anywhere else apart from Starbucks. That is the reason why people come to Starbucks, because of the experience, because of the aroma, because of that, look and feel. I feel good when I sit in Starbucks. But now I can't go out anymore, but I want to eat that sauce on that whipped cream. So Starbucks understand the consumer. That's why they launch this creamer, that you can make it from home. There was an instruction as well that how to use, how to blend. Of course, sometimes you have to lose that recipe, but if you want to sell a product, sometimes you have to sacrifice something. Again, this is a Starbucks at home. This is a kit that you can buy, Magnum at home. You can do Magnum for yourself. This one, Amazon have done this cold brew at home. And this is also a new trend in terms of the plant-based, new normal. People are going towards the health and well-being. If you hear plant-based is something that is becoming so popular, every brand is jumping onto that plant meat trend. I know this is the most, popular thing right now in Thailand. I think every single brand, the food brand, they're trying to have this Saigon here. So that is something that, like I said, the brand has to be on trend. Can you tell me where is this? What brand is this?
Ideal?
No. One more. Anyone? No? Okay. This is McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yes. McDonald's is trying to change the perception. They want to be in that health and well-being trend. Because right now you go to McDonald's, it's all, fast food for kids. But now, because McDonald's know that the world is changing, people are working more from home. Sometimes you don't have your space in your house. So McDonald's wants to create experience, and that also go back to the beginning when I talk about 4E, experience. McDonald's wants to create that experience. McDonald's wants you to come and sit in a McDonald's and not Starbucks. So that's why they have changed the whole look and feel to feel more relaxed, more calm. You can have healthy option food as well. You can have Mac Cafe in there as well. So this is what I say about, you need to understand the trend, you need to understand the consumer, and you have to create the experience for people. Now, I just want to talk very quickly about proactive and reactive marketing, because I think this is a very on-trend topic. So the difference between proactive and reactive. Proactive is you plan something. If there's a crisis, before you launch any marketing campaign, you plan it. But reactive is you don't plan, you do it right away. And social media is a great platform for us to do a reactive marketing. And why is that? Because no cost involved. You can do reactive marketing in the past, because by the time you print your advertisement, by the time you put on the bus stop, that takes a lot of cost and money. So the quickest way for you to do is on social media. So I'm just going to show you a quick example. I don't know if you heard about the news 2 days ago that the elephant came into someone's house and the house broke. So basically, these two brands really took it so quickly and turned it into the brand. For Whopper, it fits really well, because Burger King wants to show that, hey, my burger is as big, as big that it can come into that big hole. So when consumers see this, they'll feel like, oh my God, you don't get a small tiny burger like McDonald's. Burger King is massive burger and it's worth the money that I'm paying. Very similar with this chili sauce as well. They went onto that viral as well. This is something that Burger King have done as a proactive with the quarantine. The reason I say proactive is because they planned it before they launched this. So they say, you can't come to us. I don't know if you can see here, but it says stay home. So they changed their logo to stay home, because at that time, everyone has to stay home. So they want to be the brand that, perceive that we care about you. You stay home, that's fine. But You can buy this, and you can make a burger at home. So Burger King is also connoting their brand into all the fresh ingredients. All this brand has also jumped into the COVID or into the new normal. McDonald's separated their logo. Everyone separate logo. Starbucks has a mask on there. Just don't do it. Wash hand. I need a new name. Maybe my name is Extra. Bad year, locked in. So everyone jumped on that. This is the thing that called, a reactive or proactive marketing. You want to be in the situation as quickly as you can. This is the brand that wanted to launch. They have planned it before pandemic. They have bought this space already. But then suddenly, lockdown, no one can come out. So what they say is, behold, a new poster. Now we just need to find someone to look at it. So they changed their copyright. They still want to sell the product, but they change it to make it more funny, to make it more on trend. So this one has gone really viral. Online as well and offline, just because of the way they have changed their copy. This as well. Kit Kat. Zoom, 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 zoom. Have a break, have Kit Kat. Work from home collection. Because work from home, people just, wear it from the top. They don't wear anything on the bottom. So you see every brand going really quickly on their trend. Heineken, this one won Cannes Award this year. Basically, Heineken's normally buy all the ads, on the bus stop, on the billboard. But now they say in this year, we are not going to buy on that space. We will help all the local people who have to shut their shop. How can they still earn money so they don't be bankrupt? They do the advert on the shutter. So they have helped around 5,000 bars around the world by paying them to get their shutter painted into, if you see this ad, enjoy the beer tomorrow, because tomorrow the bar will be open. Again, this is a Thai brand that have also jumped into that kind of new normal, stay home, I care about you. And then AP has done the challenge for all the housing brand to do the stay home challenge together. So it's a collaboration. It's not about competing each other anymore. In this time, it's all about helping each other. So if the brand that still compete, that means that brand is selfish. Right now, everyone wants to help each other. And this brand has shown it really nicely that, hey, come and do the challenge with us, TikTok challenge. We will go through this together. I care about you. Nike has done a COVID saying to stay at home. This is a video as well. I can send you the slide later, but I'm just going to go a bit quicker because there's a couple of more things I want to share with you. Again, right now, what's the trend? Vaccine. So everybody is talking about, hey, if you do vaccine, I'll give you discount. Everyone is jumping on this vaccine trend and giving the discount. This is a good marketing because it's not just helped people to go and get the vaccine, but also they will get discount from all this brand as well. There's another thing that was really a big thing last year. I don't know if any one of you know, but Black Lives Matters. When the guy got the gunshot, the police killed this black guy in the US. It became the big thing in the whole world. Everyone wants to save the black people because the black people perceived as a different class in the US. So all the brand on the next day, everyone has come out and talk about, speak out, come out. They call out about, Black Lives Matter. So all the brands here that you can see, they all talk about it's okay to be black. And now this month is Pride Month, isn't it? So every brand changed their logo to be more pride, to support the LGBTQ+, to say that you are the same as us, to give that kind of, confirmation, to give the confidence to the LGBTQ+ community that, hey, it's okay. We are there. We are with you. You should feel comfortable. So all the brand, even Burger King have changed their wrapper into different color. All the brand have changed their logo. Marriott say, come, you know, you can come in any kind of couple. Couple doesn't mean boy and girl. It can be boy and boy or girl and girl as well. So that really, you know, took the heart of this community. They feel better, they feel good. Again, like as I show you, every brand is doing something just to support this. And then this is something on April Fool. Again, this is proactive marketing, that, you know, April Fool, how to stand out, how to be something that people talk about, how to be like, you know, that people will share, you know, viral, how to make it our content viral. So this is some of the brand that they have launched. For example, nasi lemak smoothie. This is a kind of Malaysian food that rice with coconut with chili, but then they make it as a smoothie. Even Swensen did something, curry rice, curry ice cream. And again, all this is just April Fool, but you get that talkability. Hey, did Swensen really have that rice with curry? Yes, really, I want to try. In the end, they say, oh, sorry, it's April Fool. And this is, I don't know if anyone saw football last week, the news that Cristiano Ronaldo removed 2 bottles of Coke and put the water bottle instead. And this IKEA brand was so quick to launch this advertising and say, this bottle is called Cristiano, reusable bottle for water only. So basically, because the water bottle that Cristiano has put in front of him was a plastic bottle. So IKEA said, Cristiano, this is reusable for water only. So this is what you call a reactive marketing. That this one has really gone viral in the UK. Even as also said, Cristiano says drink water. We say 7 is the best number in the world, you know, because the water brand was really happy that Cristiano is promoting the water, but that has made a really big impact to the Coca-Cola company, because Coca-Cola has paid so much sponsorship, and for him to remove that 2 water bottle, they lost 40% in the stock market and in share. So that is something that, you know, it can be bad and it can be good as well in the same way. This is Aldi in the UK. Say, hey, Tesco, Asda, Lidl, Sainsbury, Waitrose, Iceland. So basically, Aldi call out all the supermarket and say, hey, what are you doing? Come and celebrate my 30th birthday. And then Co-op, which is another one of the small supermarket in the UK here as well, say, hey, where's me? You know, maybe you didn't add me in the group chat. So it's just a banter between each supermarket that has gone really viral. But this also shows your personality, your brand personality, that, you know, are you funny? Are you, inclusive? This helped, just with this one, it really helped drive the sales for Aldi, just because they thought that Aldi cares about other people and not just themselves. Another one that I want to really touch point quickly here is a collaborative and personalized marketing. And these 2 things is very, very important in this new world as well. Why personalize? Because people are fear of missing out. People are scared. Hey, why did you get that one in blue? Why I can't find it? Where did you get it from? Because of limited edition, because it's just for a short period of time, it really made people want to buy your brand quickly. And collaboration is because, again, it comes down to the limited edition as well. You know, I'll show you an example after. But collaboration is good is because you have this audience of this brand and another audience of another brand. But when you collaborate together, you are expanding your brand audience. It's just not just, you know, just the people who buy you or people who buy the other brand. They're coming out and they cross over to buy your brand. So personalized can be in any form of way. For example, Netflix. If you look at Netflix, you will see, because you watch this is our recommendation. That is a personalized message to you. Or if you fly, for example, JetBlue, you flew a year ago, they'll say, oh, it's our 1 year anniversary. You will get this discount. Or for this brand, Mary, today is sunny. Why don't you buy this? Oh, today it's rainy. So it changes every day based on the weather, which is a very clever way as well. Because if people look on the side, oh no, it's sunny. Oh, shall I get my sunglasses? Oh, it's raining. Oh, shall I get umbrella? So this really help, you know, people to buy their product quite quickly. Coke is something very classic. So every year they do personalization with the name that you can share a Coke. Other brand also follow it. For example, Nutella also do personalization as well. M&M personalize your M&M. Coke, if you know a match, share a Coke online, so virtually, because of the new normal, because you can't go out, because you can't buy product and give it to others. It's okay, you can share a Coke online. That person then can buy a Coke, can have a voucher and go and buy a Coke. Personalized from Apple, airport. Collaboration. Now, when I say collaboration, normally people would collaborate in the same market sector, in the same category, for example, food and food, back and back. But this is a really different, this is a cross-sector collaboration. Dunkin' Donut and the paint company collaborate together. Why? Because apparently when they study the consumer, when they ask the consumer about what color of paint do you like, some consumer might have said, I want pink, but I want that Dunkin' Donut pink. Or I want orange. Which orange do you like? I really like Dunkin' Donut orange. And that's why there is a collaboration for limited edition that you can buy that color. Same with Gucci and Doraemon. Just because they understand that, hey, my brand has been brought up with these people in this generation. That's why going back to demographic, your gender, your age. Everything go back to that, customer understanding. And that age love Doraemon. Let me collaborate. And the sales went really high. So people who doesn't even buy Gucci, just because they're Doraemon, the brand, the cartoon that they love, they bought the bag. Puma with Haribo. I find this a bit odd, to compare Puma and Haribo, but they do something completely different. Coke and Marc Jacob. So you have a design. A lot of people collect, isn't it? As their collectibles. So they might have buy and just put there as a showpiece. They might not even drink it, but it's something different that they never had it before. This is another good example of collaboration as well. This is a collaboration not between brand, but between people. And the reason it's important and it's a very, very, on trend is because, again, like I told you before, Dove is all about be you. You are beautiful as you. Now they want to say that you're not just beautiful because of your face, but you are beautiful from within. These people, if you can see all this mark, it's all the masks. They're all nurses or doctors that have to wear masks all day around because they're helping people. So this campaign has won the Cancer Award as well. And say your courage, for you to be there in this new normal, in this COVID, in this pandemic, for you to be wearing that mask all day long is beautiful. And this has won a lot of people's hearts because, not many brands appreciate what people do, but Dove does. Again, this is another collaboration between Pepsi. So Pepsi, so this is Burger King, I think. This is Burger King, this is Wendy, and this is McDonald's. And Coke say, I'm better with every burger. I'm not choosing, I'm better with Burger King, better with Wendy's, and better with McDonald's as well. And what they did is they just did the wrapper to show the Coke logo and say, hey, better with Pepsi. Heineken's collaboration with Uber. So in UK, if you drink, you don't drive. So basically, Heineken wants you to go out there to watch football's game, wants you to go out there to have a party, but have a party safely because when you drink me, you will get a voucher to sit on Uber for free to go home. So this is kind of a consciousness, you care about people. This is the collaboration that you do. And David Walker, have you ever seen Burger King and McDonald's hold hands? Never. They are biggest competitor. Every advertisement that you see, they fight with each other. Sarcastic about each other. Because of the new normal, because of the new pandemic, McDonald's is doing a charity. Burger King say a day without Whopper. Today, I'm not selling Whopper. If you want to eat burger, please go to my McDonald's friends. So they collaborate together. McDonald's sold more than 73,000 burgers, and it was a record in the year of McDonald's selling that many burgers in one day. So again, collaboration is not always about competing. Sometimes you want to look at your competitor and hold hands together and do something back to the community. And that's why it goes back to what I said in the beginning, that, what is the cause, what is the purpose of your brand. And if you can communicate your purpose and your cause, people will love you, people will be your brand advocate, people will be very loyal to you. This is another collaboration between Dr. Martens and Adventure Time. Again, Burger King said, we never thought we'll do this either. So Burger King never feel like you have to go and buy McDonald's. But in this time, please go and order from McDonald's. Take care. Even Tesco. Tesco sell beer, you see. But Tesco says pubs have a tough year. That's why for once, instead of telling you to buy our beer or our deals, please go and support them. So now, because right now, every little helps. And this is really important because Tesco's slogan is every little helps. So that's why people really support, people was really happy with Tesco. So what I want to tell you is two things that if you can take it out from today is the beginning. What did I say in the beginning? If anyone remember that one thing from Simon Sinek's? Anyone remember Simon Sinek's? No? People don't buy what you do, but they buy why you do it. So that is a very important thing that I would like you to take out from this session. And also, collaboration is not always, about competing with each other, but in this kind of time, you want to care about your people. You want to hold hand with your competitor and make things, make world in a better way. And that will really help to win consumer or customer hearts. Thank you.
So now we have around 5 to 10 minutes to ask the questions. So if you would like to ask any questions, you can turn on your microphone or press your hand raise button on your Microsoft Teams.
I have question.
Yeah.
Are there any Facebook pages or website that we can keep updating marketing technique that you can recommend to us?
Yes. So you can, if you go to Facebook, you can type marketing in there, and there's a lot of influencers that talk about different type of marketing. I think Marketing Think is the one, Brand Age is another one, Positioning Think is another one. This kind of pages that you can follow, and you can get the update. And also, if you Google, if you put marketing trend or new trend, normally you can find a lot on the Google as well.
Thank you so much.
Any other questions?
Can I ask? I want to know for the brand promoting, like, because nowadays most of business are trying to cover the targets through using the online to get a large audience, also like using the social trend to do the marketing. But I think in this way it can just only capture or focus on the targets who is the Gen Z, like teenagers or maybe a bit of Gen Y. But how about doing marketing with Gen X or like baby boomer in this new normal that is focused on the online platform or technology to promote the brand? Yeah.
Very good question. So again, it goes back into who do you want to target? What brand are you? If your brand is targeting the Gen Z, that is something that you have to be online because they're all on there. But if your brand is targeting, baby boomer, you need to understand what do they do. They're not online all the time. Some of the people, some of the baby boomer, they don't even have phone that they can access online. So the most important thing is to understand their journey. Where do they see advertisement? Is it in the newspaper? Is it in the magazine? Is it on how do they go about, around town? Is it by bus? Is it by train? So when you understand how is their journey, then you will understand how or what is the best way to communicate or to advertise to them. It might be a billboard on the road because baby boomer love driving, so you can see a big billboard. It might be a billboard on the train because they like to commute by train. It might be a billboard on the bus stop, or it might be an advertising because they love watching TV. They still watch Channel 3, Channel 5. They don't do Netflix. So you can do, a normal way of advertising to them as well. But again, it really depends on what brands you are.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So in the new normal situation, what is your favorite changing?
What is my favorite? What, sorry?
What is your favorite changing in new normal?
Favorite sentence?
Changing.
Oh, favorite changing. I think how everything is just coming together for you as a consumer, you see. For me, everything that is so easy for me to pick up, to do, to access. Before, I will never be able to buy something that I have to drive and go and buy. But because everything is now online, you can buy anything from anywhere. It's just that convenience that you get. And also in the working world, everything is now more hybrid. So you can never go back to a 5 days working in the office 9 to 5. People now need to understand the world is changing, and they need to make sure that people are happy. And the reason I'm saying that is because right now the job market in the UK is becoming so popular, especially for marketing role, but they can't find the right talent. And why can't they find the right talents? Because of the hybrid working. For example, if you don't live in London, for example, if you live 3 hours away, before, you will never be able to get that job in London because you have to commute or you have to move to London. But now they are okay for you to work from home 3 days and only come maybe 1 or 2 days to London. So it's not just the marketing, but it's also the way of working. Everything changes as well. So you just need to make sure that if you are the company that hiring people, you need to make sure that you give that kind of flexibility, you give that kind of offer. Otherwise, you will not find the right talent. And now people are struggling here to find that talent just because everyone wants more money. They want to work in London, right? So the company that's not based in London and giving lesser money, you won't be able to compete because of the whole new normal. And I think it is bad, but it also changing the world in a better way. And in the UK, zero emission, the green emission is very, very, very important. You want to reduce the carbon footprints. You want to make the world into a cleaner and better and greener. So I think this whole new normal of working from home, lesser traveling, people are more at home, is helping the world. And that's what they see here, and that's what they say, that the trend, this is going to be the trend. So how as a brand have to run towards this trend, towards people are, going to be more at home. So I don't know if you heard about the Japan, the airline, Japan or the Korean airline or even Australia, I can't remember, but the flight was not flying. So they have that offer. Hey, if you miss sitting on the plane, you can come. We will do a 1 round tour and then we will send you back. So that is something that, see, you have to really move with what is going on in the world.
I have a question, what is the difference between UK and Thailand in the marketing, as you can see, like your experience?
To be honest with you, I think Thai people are very, very creative. So in the marketing world in Thailand is a lot of fun because everyone is very creative, and Thai people really accept the change. They love trying new things. Anything new they want to try right away. The difference between the UK consumer is a bit difficult to target to understand them because they're very um, conventional. They don't like trying new things. They don't understand why this and why that. So it's a bit slower to move them, to push them. So it's much more of a market education. For example, I'm here now since 2010. I have seen the changes. For example, in Thailand, if you have some Korean food coming in, everyone will want to go and try. You just do a little bit of marketing. You don't need to put all that effort into the marketing because the consumer themselves is excited. They want to try something new. But if you use that Korean food or Japanese food here in the UK, you will have to do a lot of persuasion. You will have to do a lot of communication for the British people to think about it and go and try because their nature is not like, oh my God, I want to try. So I think that's a really big difference between the two countries. The consumer is different and the people is different, and also in terms of creativity, Thailand is no boundary. You can do whatever you want, but in UK, if you're too creative, people don't understand what you're trying to do.
Thank you for your answer ค่ะ
I have a question. So for the example that you shown us is about big company, right? The big company marketing. But what about small business that they don't have enough money, enough budget to do business, to do marketing with the situation right now? Do you have any suggestion?
So for the small business, I think it's all about trial and error, and I understand that they don't have, the money to put into the marketing. But like what I said earlier in the beginning, social media marketing is the cheapest way for you to do it, and everyone can do social media. You just have to have a phone. You just have to have an account of social media, and that is something that you can do your marketing and get your awareness out there. And also, if your product is good, you can do a product sampling. You can send your product to all the influencers for them to, to try your product. Some you might have to pay, some they'll do it for free. And I think in this world now, because of the COVID, there's a lot of influencers who are willing to try your product for free and talk about it if your product is good. So you can start it, from the bottom. And I'm sure you have a lot of friends as well. So ask your friend to help share about your story. I think friendship, helping each other is very key for a small businesses. That's why there was Instagram. I think if you've seen it before, is it local business or small business? Help small business or something. I can't remember that sticker that they have, but that's something that they have, added to help the small business to be competitive, to be able to sell in this crowded market. So again, friendship, shareable, be online. Even if you want to be offline, you can do like a product sampling, testing. Maybe you can just stand there and ask people to try your product. Give a small little miniature for them to try. But again, you have to make sure that the people you give the sample is the right target audience for your brand. Otherwise, they'll just take it, oh, I don't use it, throw it away. So you can understand your consumer. You don't have money to do focus group. You just get, some of your friends, maybe boys, girl, your father friends, your, family's friends. Just talk to them. By talking, you understand what they want, what they like, and if your product will be able to sell it.
I have questions.
Yeah.
In this situation that COVID-19 pandemic is going to worse now, what strategy do you think that might be great for a new business that gonna launch in this situation or after this?
Mm-hmm. I think, like I say, you have to go to the consumer where they are. You have to be there. So, for example, a lot of businesses in the UK now they're doing food truck, or your food truck doesn't have to be just the food. There was one person selling all cosmetic, by just having their own car. They were driving the car, but then they have the logo at the back of as a big sticker and just driving around. And that's the way that they're promoting their product as well, because they can't do a lot of big brand like marketing like big brand. So go to the consumer, go to your customer. Where is your customer sitting? Is it online? Is it outside? Is it outdoor? So I think that is the kind of strategies that you can do. Facebook Live, Instagram Live, TikTok. It's a very simple way for you to do something without, a lot of cash put into it.
Thank you so much.
And you see, there's a lot now. I think all the celebrities, 80% of the celebrities is doing Facebook Live. Everyone is selling. It's so crowded, but then you have to make sure that the product that you sell is different from other people that you're selling. And when you sell online, you're not selling only the product, but you're selling yourself. So how can you be different that people will like you and watch you? And you have to be consistent. If you see, I think Pim Ripai is one of the best example that I can give. She's very consistent. Every day she sell it. If you sell today and then you don't sell for another week and then you come back again to sell, do you think people will remember you? No. People will only remember if you keep on continue selling every day same thing. And it's a very good example that I wanted to give you. So in UK it's very difficult to buy durian, right? It's very expensive. So for people to eat the durian they feel like, oh my god, it's 30 to 40 pounds for one piece of durian. But even though it's expensive, but this person sell every single day. Every day I have durian. Take a photo, to make it look so fresh, to make it look wow. Every day she posts on her Facebook. One day I bought it just because I couldn't control, because it is on my face every day. So that's where small businesses will have to do. You have to be there consistently in front of your customer. One day they'll buy it because of your consistency.
So I just want to ask like your opinion. So like do you think after the COVID situations, like things will change to be like completely new normal? Like as you mentioned that like now thing has changed to be toward like online, and like all the marketing will be focusing on the online. But like I do agree with that, but like some people are still like missing the way that we used to live before like the COVID. So do you think like after all this situation gets sorted out, like it will become like completely new normal, or do you think it will come back to be like how things used to? I just like want to know.
Yeah, it will be a hybrid. It will not be 100% online, because like I say, there's a lot of people don't have access online. They don't have computer, they don't have phone. So it's definitely going to be hybrid, because people will get tired working from home. So that's why when I say work from home, it might not be 5 days, but it will be 3 days. So what you have to understand is, okay, if people come out 3 days, in that 2 days that they're at home, how can you sell it to them? So you will have to have the hybrid kind of advertisement or marketing. You need to make sure that you're still on offline. You need to make sure you're still on poster, billboard, postcard, whatever. But also you don't forget that you still have to be on that online platform as well, because a lot of people now will be on that kind of platform. And when I say you have to be everywhere, very good example of Amazon. Amazon is online business. Why did they open up the shop? Because they want to be everywhere, not just online, but they also want to be offline, because they know that they will attract the customer who doesn't want to pay for Prime membership, who doesn't want to do online because they don't know what kind of product it is. I can't see, I can't touch. There is that kind of mindset in people that not everything they want to shop online because is the product going to be good? Will it break? Will it come to me on time? Some people like to touch and feel and try the clothes on. So it has to be a good balance between the two worlds. But again, really important is what are you selling and who is your target audience? Because if you're online 100% and your target audience is baby boomer, you will never sell. But if your target audience is Gen Z, and if you're not online at all, you will never sell as well.
Thank you.
Can I ask some
I
question
have a
about
question.
marketing? If I want to be a successful marketer career in Thailand, what should I start with after I graduated?
So to me, so this is my journey. I'm not saying I'm a successful marketing, but this is how I can tell you about my journey. You have to start working you have to try to get a job in the big company. And the reason I'm saying that is because the big company will give you all the education that you need. So when I finished marketing from the university, in real world it's completely different. Nobody talk about 4P. Nobody talk about 4P, in when you go in, oh, I know 4P. Okay, and they want to know more than that. They want to understand the story, the communication, how you're going to do it. They want to understand, can you bring the experience, can you understand the customer? So this you'll learn, as a marketing assistant in that kind of a company. And then when you're successful, you will grow eventually in a big company, or you will become a better person to lead all the small company to go as well. There's a lot of people who say, oh, you know what, I finished marketing. I can launch a brand myself and I can just do it. I can be successful myself. Why do I need to work in the big company? But the thing that you're missing is the experience. You can do yourself. I believe you can do it. But you will have to do a lot of trial and error, a lot of failure before you can be successful. If you have money, maybe that's something that you want to do. But if you don't have money, I believe that to have a right job, and then have that vision. In 5 years I want to be a marketing manager, in 10 years I want to be a marketing director. Have that very clear vision, and when you talk to your boss, tell them, in 5 years this is what I want to do, in 10 years I want to become like this. Train me, or tell me what I like, what my skill set is lacking, that for me to become that person in 5 or 10 years time. And when you interview, very important that I told you, Simon Sinek, sell yourself as why do you think you fit for the organization. Don't tell them that because I finished marketing, I want to work for you. No. You have to really sell yourself, because right now it's very difficult to get a job, and how will you stand out from other people? The one word that I would tell you to say in the interview is, because I believe. I believe your company has this mission that is very similar to my mission, and that will really help you stand out from all other people. And that's purely experience of what I have done. I think I have done more than 70 to 80 interviews in my career.
Exactly. Thank you.
I have a question. What are the technical tools we can become successful in online marketing?
So in online marketing, there's a different kind of, I think, courses that you would need to do. I'm not sure in university what did they teach you, but I think for online marketing especially, it's called digital marketing. You need to understand the SEO. You need to understand, what is the right search word for people to search for you. You need to understand the Google ad. You need to understand the technicality of Facebook ad. how to be there. You know, when you see Facebook, you see that word sponsored. That means that they have paid for the ad for the right target audience to look at you. So if you really want to be successful in online marketing, you need to, I think, take the special course. It's called digital marketing to understand the technicality of the online platform for you before you do anything online. You need to understand Google algorithm as well, how people search, and you know, when in the first page of Google, how can you become on the first page on that Google? No matter if you have Facebook, you don't have website, it's okay, because sometimes Google bring that Facebook on the first page when you search something that people want to know.
Okay, time is near 4 p.m. Are there any questions? If you have questions, you can ask the last question. Okay, you have no question. Okay, Kunmari, because I have some students, they would like to know in the future, if they want to study and work in UK, you can suggest to my students?
Yes, definitely. So one good thing about UK is if you come and study here in as a master degree, you will get 2 years working visa, and that's how I started my career in the UK as well. So I came to do my master in marketing communication in London, and after that, then I start to work with the 2 years working visa. So what I would suggest for you is, I think they need an IL exam for you to pass. I think it's 7 score. I can't remember. That was, many years ago. But you need to have the IL exam. You need to make sure what you want to study. Is it marketing communication? Is it consumer behavior? Know your course. Apply for that. And then once you get the results of that, do good in your university, because there will be a recruiter always coming into the university to look out for the bright student. Because if you average, they will not want you. So first, number one, you're not British. Number two, you're average student. You will not get that. But if you're good, if you're smart, they will come and select you to come and work for them in the company. And that is the way that you grow, because then they'll give you the working visa, and then slowly you can, you can change your job. So my tip or my advice to you is, study hard, and be good, like, get the good grades for you to be able to succeed.
Okay, thank you, Kap. Okay, on behalf of the School of NSME, okay, I want to thank, Kunmari for your very valuable, information and very nice seminar for today. Right, I do hope that when you come back to Thailand, I would like to have opportunity, to give a very nice lunch and back with you.
Thank you.
MC Kap, MC.
Okay, so if there's no one would like to ask more any question, I think that is time to end of this seminar, right? So that's it for today. Thank you, Miss Maria Arif or Pinut, for coming to be our special guest speaker today, for giving us the interesting information and knowledge to use in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And for the next week, we will have CEO from Kanta Thailand, Dr. Apapat Bunrod, to be our guest speaker to speak about consumer trends. So if anyone interested, you can join with us in this seminar in marketing on next week. And thank you guys for your participation and attention. So I hope that this seminar today has offered a new knowledge and insight which can be applied into practical use for you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.